All right, guys, let me know if you're hearing well. Welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, GD. If you're new, please do smash that button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member, massive respect a lot. How to become a member, please do click the join button. You will help you along the way. Let me know if you're seeing live because I'm getting some drumming sessions. All right. Let me make sure it's working. All right. Yes, I saw people coming in. I think it should be working. So I saw by the title, who will replace Demarai and Shamar Nicholson. Obviously, most persons look like they never really was in tune as what's going to take place. In 15, this we should have United States in the semifinals of the Concacaf Nations League. But because of the allocation of cards, both Shamar Nicholson and Demarai should be suspended. And with Mikel Antonio, which I'm going to talk on, not in the best form because of injuries from the last window, which was in November. Yes, we have to look at a line of people and how they're doing. But obviously, we have other things on the board as well. Mr. Hallgrimsson that I talked on last time. We have some points that we need to click on with him and Desta Lemikisa. All right. Yes. Said my signal is shaky. All right. Let me know if you guys are having any problems with my internet, if it's freezing or whatever the case. All right. It's because I'm trying to make sure it's running well for you guys. All right. Let me know if it's running well. Let me check it to make sure. Because someone said it's shaky and not working well. All right. All right. I'm gonna improve it. Give me a little time. I'm improving it. All right. Yeah, give me a little time, guys. Let me start it out for you. All right, tell me when it comes in and properly. All right, tell me when it comes in properly because sometimes it does take a little while for the internet to pick up because I'm using a different system. Let me know if it's freezing up. All right, everyone says it's freezing up, but the audio is coming through well. Let me know because if so, and I can't continue, I would continue. All right, let me know if you're hearing me well. All right, so it said it's freezing up. All right, let me check one more time. Let me downgrade my 1 second, guys. Let me downgrade my camera just to make sure the quality. All right. So what I'm going to do, guys, let me downgrade the quality. Freezing on the audio is choppy. 1 second, guys. Let me just refresh the page and see if I can get everything sorted for you. Sometimes just the amount of things on the system. So give me a second. Let me sort it out. All right, let me refresh it. All right, so I'm hoping that's working better. I don't know if it's because I've changed my other phone. I'm using the internet from the other phone to get to here. So I don't know if that's what's causing the problem. Let me know if we're getting any solution on it. Yes, I heard people say that I should find a tree. All right, so it's better. All right, I got one better. Uh, let me see. The guys just drop better in the chat to because we're fixing it and All right, I think it's getting better. I think it's getting better. A little better. All right, I think it will fix over time. Don't believe this phone can send enough signal at once. Surprising. And I thought that it was a better phone, so I have to switch over the next phone. All right. I have to switch over to the next one. But anyways, because of those two guys should be suspended for the next game. Obviously, we have some players that can play the position, but maybe some people are not so cool with those individuals. So I went on a rampage to see if I can look at some of the strikers that are in form. So let me give you the one that we have to run into instant if we don't have Shamar Nicholson. Michael Antonio, that's one that we have to run to instant. Mr. Michael Antonio, he will be back within the next 2 weeks, I think. He's out from November. So that tells you he's running into 2 months and something now. Yes, so he should be back within the next 2 weeks. Obviously, after 2 weeks, he's going to have a full month to get himself up to speed. All right, so we aren't sure what we're going to get from him, but definitely once he's in any sort of form, he's going to be first choice. Mario Williams, the last time he came about, he looked solid, but he was switching up things, so we don't know if he's going to come with the same level of performances as well. Cephas continued on his Vienna form, that maybe he would be one of the leading candidates as a new personnel coming in. Jamlo came off injured the other day. In I think it was against Southampton. If I'm not forgetting, yet I thought they lost it 3-1. 3-1. I was watching that game. Yes, I think it was against Southampton. Came off injured. I need to follow up on that injury. I will follow up on injury. All right. Yes. So I will report on it when I fall on the injury. All right. Yes. So I will follow up on that one. All right. So Chamalo. Then you have Stuart. Stuart is in Italy. He's not having the best time because of challenges. I people in front of him and stuff. All right. And they have Keda Marty, Bailey Keda Marty. He's a kid that was sent to me, and he's one that we wanted to check out. I think he is the one that he's very young, so I think he's the next one that we would have latched on a strike, because obviously we haven't been getting any strike. So he is the one that I would say we should try and target at this point as a striker. All right, let me give you some information on the player. All right. They say he has Jamaican lineage. He's 18 years old, 185 centimeters, and he's currently at Sheffield's U21s. But he does come up as well a notch from time to time to even make the bench at least. Yes, and he has been playing a while now in the Sheffield team. Played against Coventry in a 2-1 loss. Played against Southampton the day as well. Played against Hull City. He had an assist against Preston, and in Coventry he played as well. So he's playing a lot of minutes. All right. So you guys not getting good. It's not better. Okay, I thought it was better. Let's check it again. I don't know if it's because we can't use two phone system at the same time, but I've closed off every other thing. Let me check it to make sure, because I don't like the back and forth thingy. All right. So this is running smooth. I don't like to stop. All right, so let's see. Oh, it's working, but it's not working at its best. All right, so is one that I would target at this point, and this is good. This is good because it proved to us. It proves to us. It proves to us, guys, that we have serious amount of talent. So it can't be queued up in a car saying that we're waiting on someone be special. All right, we have actual special people can select at this point. He's 18 years old, and I like what I saw from him. All right, so he's a nice kid. Hopefully they've already connected him. You know, he's already there with Deshaun Bernard. Yes, you have to work with it, because for some reason I don't know. All right, I'm gonna close it down, and I'm only using one the internet now. So let's see if you have any problems. I think it should work massively better. So Kadamar Marte is the name, or Kadamarteri, but his name is Billy Kadamarteri. So you can go and check that kid for yourself. He's on my list. All right. Yes. Then you have Stuart. We talked about Stuart so far. Madasil started in some games at Petersburg so far. He's not looking the best. Obviously, he needs game time. But remember, we're talking about what we have to choose from. Mikel Antonio is the top, and then after Mikel Antonio, everyone else, you could say that it's up in the Cephas. You could use Bobby Reed comes into play as central forward. You understand me? But after that, you don't have any legitimate flat out strikers that you're going to select. So that's why I'm saying maybe this is the opportunity to actually bring up some of these actual kids. They are playing big people's competition for a while now, and they are showing that they made extra step. All right, so I like what I'm seeing right here. So that big kid, I think, if he has his papers up and running, I think he would be the one that you have to go in for instant, and bring him in as an 18-year-old. I see that he's actually doing this at 18 years old, and maybe just maybe you could see a deal come in for him very soon at 18 years old. I like how he owns his own. He has a solid frame, good speed, good football and intelligent, so that means he can fit in faster than normal. Yes. So look out for that kid. Both of them in okay state of form. All right. Yes, we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 replacements for Shamar Nicholson, and also Demarai Gray, with the ones that we already had of like Bobby Reed and Leon Bailey and co. All right. Yes. So I think we might not be the strongest because Mikel Antonio not coming in at his best, and Shamar Nicholson wouldn't be there. We're not going to be at our strongest, but at the same time, we can still use it as a platform to test out people. All right. For the future, I think Roof is injured. Yes, Roof look like he's struggling, so maybe he's back by now. I don't know. I will check that as well. Yes, and then I will add it to the list. All right. Yes. So those are my guys that I had on my list. So let me know your thoughts as to who you think could replace those individuals. Sorry for the choppy internet. All right. Sorry for the choppy internet. So big up everyone. Big up everyone that comes in the chat. We saw Claudia, massive respect. Jermaine Miller, big up yourself. Mr. United, Lansdale Blake, big up yourself. Let me drop the link and hopefully it worked because I saw Lansdale in the chat. So maybe he wanted to come back in because he was talking about something yesterday that he might have not finished. All right. So hopefully the other end works well. All right. And then I will know what is the problem. Maybe I have to change this phone again. 1 second, guys. Let me put this right here. So who you think we should be targeting? And Real Baller said Devante Cole. Devante Cole and Devante Cole. All right, so you're saying Devante Cole, and this Bailey kid, if he has his papers, I would have taken him over Devante Cole, and he's 18. Yes, so I think you need to check him out and decide for yourself. All right. Yeah, because I'm not just using the names. I'm going and looking on what these guys are doing before I do decide oh, I'm going to try and pick a team, or pick a set of players. All right. Yes. But Devante Cole added to it. So what you guys saw from Devante Cole, you think that he's the one to pick up the slack and be as good as everyone? Let me give you his name again. Because I don't want to, because I never wanted to push the internet too long, or stretch the internet out too much. 1 second, let's get his name here. So Malik Amadil, I said that he would have been one that I would have tried to bring up at least to the camp. And then Madasil is older than Bailey. Kadamar Terry. Kadamar Terry is his name. Cadarteri. That's his name. All right. I heard that he could play for Jamaica. Um, doesn't like the traditional personnel that would have qualified for Jamaica, but I heard that he could have played for Jamaica. And he's getting minutes. All right, so that's why I thought that you guys could have looked out for him. Can play the striker role, can play the winger role as well. Good strength, a good speed, good link up plays. All right. Let me start right here. And then we have a few more conversations that we started yesterday that I would like to touch back on. Yes. So I saw Jam Up TV said got it. All right. So this is the name of the player. You can type it in. All right. Coach doesn't like to experiment. No, that's why we said I wouldn't put in Motherhill, but I think Marcel, if he has his paper, it's just a time for him to go around the national team as well. He's getting more game time. All right. So Alex, but we can make a case that Devante Cole isn't new to the international team because he trained with them already. Fair enough. But I was just putting up a list of players to say that maybe we might not have so much problems as to what people think, because a lot of people saying that we don't fully fledged Mikel Antonio, and we don't have Damagri and we don't have Shamar Nicholson. I think that is would be so much of a barrier that we're gonna struggle against United States. And all I'm saying is I'm showing you the depth of people that can still try to call on. That's what I was trying to look toward. So hopefully you get what I'm saying. Guys, please hit the like button. Let me know if it's showing better now and you're having less breakage. Let me know. Pastor, how are you doing? Let me pass the side breaking or anything. Guys.
Yeah, good morning, JD. Good morning to those in the chat. Um, in a moving vehicle, so I'm hoping everything is sounding okay. Uh, I don't like the fact that people like to excuse that Grim don't like to bring in new players. We have three major competitions, so it is instructive that we increase the pool size for this year and going forward, because see, we have two players out based on suspensions from card. We'll have Mikael coming back from injury, so it's a toll on everybody that is operating. So I mean, we just need to do what is right. And my two suggestions are just players that I'm sure have their paperwork sorted out. Um, it would be interesting if we could get any of the other guys who are in the process of getting paperwork, especially some of the young ones, to come in at this time to at least get their feet wet as to what the coach requires and what the region requires from them. So I'm fully for getting in whoever is available that is at that level, rather than to be, you see, even in the case of Devante Cole, you cannot be trusting on any one player when you have three major tournaments to play. That don't make any sense at all. So as far as I'm concerned, we need to do what we can to widen the pool. Um, when you have one competition playing, it would be instructive that you have a four-player deep pool for each position. three major competitions, it doesn't hurt to have a deeper pool than four player per position. So you have choice. Let the coach have the problem to see who is pretty much on the ball at the time to select them rather than to need them and not have them. I'd prefer have because you can't have too many of them. I'd prefer have them and not need them than need them and not have them.
Uh-huh. Trace, good day. Trace, hope you're okay with your life and stuff because I have not heard Pastor said anything bad. And the first comment you come in here with, you're fighting. So Trace, you need to find a way how to be objective. Because Pastor have not said anything wrong. But you just have an issue, Pastor, and you just come in. First comment your war. All right. So, anyways, let me not focus on Travis war because I think he wants to deviate the show towards his war. All right. So, yes, I that's what's going on the strikers pool, which I think it shows keys that showcase. Bless up, Travis. Thank you very much. See now, Travis. Then we have Jason Moran in the chat. Massive respect. Alaric Cross. What up, Cameroon? Cameroon Roof was plagued with injuries for the last time, so I think that is the problem. Pastor, you're hearing me well without any challenge?
It is not the usual quality, but I'm hearing you clearly.
And it's not chopping up, right?
No, it's not chopping up. It's just
All
that
right. Okay.
there's a kind of a retaining of the sound for those persons who are accustomed to acoustics. It's like you're in a place surrounded by glass, so the acoustics is not clean.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is what I have to work with. I have to work with it. All right. So sorry about that, people. But next room, I am going to be fully HDDD 7K, 20K. All right. So don't worry about that. We'll solve that soon. So this shows us that we have quality up there, and they're just popping up every single day. All right. Which is good. Which is good. So that's the Hallgrimsson know. To see what little things he could do, and if he has the time to do so. All right. So we are just here to just make sure we can put out something, and if anything, he sees it and maybe investigate and see if this player has his passport already, and get him in, because that would be good, because that's another 18 years old now, which is actually playing. So that is good. That would have been a ridiculous length of time that we would have had that guy for. So just like a Lemikisa coming in at an early age, a Clark coming in at an early age, and now we have people like that showing up. Mothersill, not too old as well. We have a lot of players for the future as well. So for the people that thinks that because I heard person said we can't depend on overseas imports. I've always heard this saying, the reason why we need to make sure we beef up the local bunch is due to the fact that we can't rely on the overseas scene for the longest time. And I'm saying, I understand what you're trying to say, but if they have the highest academies producing talents at a ridiculous rate, and we have our diaspora has similar amount of people as to what's inside Jamaica, why would you think that we can't rely on them? Or is it a cap out to find a way out to prefer one side or not? Or not? What say you, past on that? Because I look at it like it's a cap out. I didn't want to bring this division here because it's not a division, because I'm bringing facts to it. I'm just trying to show you that we can actually rely on the steady influx of talents coming from outside as well.
JD, I'm going to challenge anybody and everybody about developing the culture of Jamaican football around the players that all of them articulate that are underdeveloped. If you develop the culture around that group of players, you are literally shortchanging the players that are already at the international level, have higher football education and IQ. You're literally diminishing them. The football culture is supposed to be developed around our best players. Our best players are currently in the diaspora. And so all of these so-called top football minds, and I don't have any issue with the development of football on the, 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 the landmass of Jamaica. But the culture of Jamaican football cannot be developed around players that cannot cut it on the international stage. That makes zero sense. We
All right.
already have we already have players who have gone through academies at the highest level. They're playing at the highest level. They're in the world. So any mention of
And
developing of a culture,
pastor, remember, it was it. I'm saying, is it sustainable? Because that's where they're trying to say the reason why we need to make sure we make sure this work. Like it's a desperation to make sure the local side meets the overseas side. But I believe say it's sustainable without anything. The two of them can be completely far apart.
there is
I
no
because
reason why we can't
what
do the
I'm
two
showing
of
you
them.
now, Pastor, what I'm showing you now is players that are 18 years old that are already equipped, and we have 14 years old that are already there, and that's how we're gonna have a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old. So I think
Yes,
that's why I'm asking if you think that it is sustainable.
JD, that is a categorical yes. It is sustainable. The reason I can say it is sustainable is that every chance somebody from Jamaica get, they migrate for a better quality of life. There will always be families started in the diaspora. The only way you can say it's not sustainable is if you're foreseeing that FIFA is going to change the rules. And FIFA cannot change the rules so that somebody who decide to become a resident of Jamaica not to do so. They can't. So I mean this all of this, you use the word cop out, but this is their excuse for the support of their xenophobic behavior. And I'm going to say it as plain as that. Because they do not see themselves personally directly benefiting financially from the guys from the diaspora or girls from the diaspora representing the country, they have a problem. And they can bellyache all they want. We are not blind.
Okay, all right. Let me know if you inside if you see the same. Because when I'm doing some research, I realize that maybe we actually can survive. Or we don't have to say we don't have to use that excuse. I would just want these both sets to just reach the same level. In the end, that's all. Nothing else. We just want both sets to reach the same level. Whenever that can. But you don't need to say that we we have to make sure these guys get ready so when the next ones fail. I do believe that we have so much of overseas just as inside, so nothing won't fail. More likely it's local team, local players then will fail again before the next one dries up due to the fact that the amount of quality coaches that they have to wait on a quality of the coaches to come before we can even go in that department to say we're going to have stability. You understand me? So we would maybe fail before the next one dry up. You get me? That's what I am looking at still. So that argument, I don't think that our argument will fly. I don't think that argument will fly.
Jerry, we should not
No,
be
Pastor,
contemplating.
Pastor, we have to tackle all arguments. The person said that Kadamar Terry was born in Jamaica. No, he was born in Leeds. But they said he has citizenship for Jamaica and England. But what they do on transfer market is when you have the potential to play for both, they will kind of split it. You understand? So I'm not sure if he actually has pre-works, but because I saw it here and I made a few calls, and they have actually agreed that yes, he can play. That's why I talked about him. And he's playing in a location where we have a Jamaican already, which is our boy playing for
Bernard.
Bernard playing for Sheffield Wednesday. All right. Sheffield Wednesday, right? Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah. So that's why I've talked to him. All right. Yes.
Yeah,
So
but
the boy that
JD,
just said he's Jamaican born, no, he's not Jamaican born at all. And you look at him, not saying people born eye color are looking like him, but he looks like a more what you call it? More mix guy. Yeah. So yeah, but that's something I wanted to just clear that because sometimes we have to use the programs to clear up some things. Did you get a chance to watch the Lemikisa interview? Let me know who inside the interview because I want to talk about that we get into what coach has to say. First of the coach's conversation.
yeah,
Um,
before I get into Lamborghini's interview, though, JD, one of the failures of our society is that we keep believing you have to turn off somebody else's light for your light to shine. It should never be contemplated that you're developing the guys locally for when the guys from the diaspora fail. That don't make any sense. You develop the guys locally so that they can compete, and
but
once they are better.
Pastor, we not done with Pastor. Pastor, that's why you Christian war. You make a point with Pastor, the Pastor. So with the Pastor, Danica said, I think BL is one of the players. John Hall is trying to get for U20s. Okay, he's trying to get for U20s. Oh, wow. Oh, ironic, but he's playing the championship and actually playing in the championship. So, and he's only warranted to go for U20s. Wow. I don't know what or where comes from for talent, you know. Devon Porter says Bailey, Kadamar, Jerry, JD. If you want to know about him, you can ask me. All right. So that means Mr. Devon Porter knows him. So that means I'm on something because I was doing some little research on the player. All right. So check Devon and then I will see what comes of this kid. But 18 years old, choking the talents that we do have out there. Where this discussion come from that speak of this morning? No, the discussion is in my title. But the one that I've just done was from around 4 streams back. Around 4 streams back when there it was connected to the election when people trying to make that case to say that this is what need to happen because we have to fix these guys. So so the next side try to sell the election. Sell the election. They are trying to they want to fix the local sector guys the matchup. So when overseas import them dry up. But I'm saying to people that it's more like Jamaican football will dry up than actually imports not available due to the fact that they have superior infrastructures than Jamaica and everyone in Concacaf. So they will always be speaking up more talents than what anybody in Concacaf can spit out. That's what we're saying. And these are some of the things that actually proves what we're saying. So the discussion came from a couple of videos up. All right. Um All right. Oh, yes. So we talk about the Lemikisa. Lemikisa did an interview, guys. I would love for you guys to go and watch it. Just type in Lemikisa interview. I thought he did 2 interviews, but last one, the interview with I and we're talking to him, and he explained some things, and I can tell you, I clearly seen why Lemikisa reaches so far in football so fast. His maturity is next level. And I would recommend all the kids them from Jamaica to go and listen to Lembekisa, how he talks, you know, and what he's saying. So give you a brief summary of what I got from it. Very laid back kid, as in not running down the glitter and the glamour, but he has his aim as in improve as a footballer, and it is structurally designed because when he reached the Rotterdam, it was for a reason. Exactly what we explained to you guys here, to say that Rotterdam never had the ability to really be the top of the food chain. So going there would have been a perfect example for him to learn the art of defending more than anything else, because his team would have been under more pressure. And then him moving into Scotland now would have been a more attacking side of his game, mixed with the defending that he has actually learned overall. And I love it because we were having the discussion right here, and for some reason, sometimes when we talk about football, people seems to can't understand. But every time I've listened to a professional worldwide program, they're saying the equal things as to what we were saying right here. So what I love about the kid, man, the kid very, very level-headed and have a good plan, and he does have good people around him to make the right decisions to build the player. And that's why it's good to watch it. Watch it because I have a feeling that most of the kids them in Jamaica, they seems to be desperate to want to get money rather than want to actually be a footballer. I understand that you could have situations that your life is not the best. But remember, sometimes you only have one shot at this. You understand me? And if you fail, you drop so deep, you can't even recover. Because I've seen older guys, Flemings and those guys, look how far they have dropped and how long it takes them to recover. It's almost 3 seasons is going on, you know, for Flemings, you know, 3 seasons, you know, and he can't actually recover. So make the right adjustments, and it requires getting the right people around you. All right. So you see it, he's not hyping up himself. He played against Liverpool. He came and played against Mexico. And he's not hyping up himself. I said, oh, if you're not keeping me at the Premier League, I don't want to play. I am not playing the football if you can't guarantee my first minutes. You understand me? He goes where the next task is designed for him. And as I've always said, learn to do something so you can repeat the process. And that's what the kid is doing. And I'm saying, damn, I like that, you know? So I hope a lot of other Jamaican kids can actually watch this kid, because he's at the pinnacle. He's the best under 20 player Jamaica have at this point. We don't have Hutchinson as yet, but aside from Hutchinson, he's the best young player. And we have. And listen to the guy. That's why he could have came in and navigated situations like that in the heat of the battle, because he was trained and designed to learn and improve. You know? Yes. So all I'm saying is, people, guys, we have to know where our priorities lies. You know? Yes, JD, I did watch it. He is a man of Christ. Yeah. I know he was a Christian type of person. Okay, thank you, Travis. Thank you. Yes, so I understand that in our culture we might have less financial stability. That is true, but we only have limitation. We have a limited time span where we can get through, and it's best we better develop ourselves before we get there. All right? Yes. Just remember, Lemikisa and others have the luxury of growing up through academies from their 7 years old. You understand me? Most of our kids are not even properly developed, and they have to go overseas and want development as well. So we have to make sure we choose the right path to these kids and not the path of money. Big up yourself, Nitro. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Go get his mind off the JFF every day, same talk. My youth go run. Okay. What about Aaron's? I don't know about Aaron's at the point. JD, the talent in the diaspora will not dry up anytime soon. Yes, but that's why we sway to the conversation like that. We never just wanted to jump out and say we want to lay the platform to show people that it's not drying up. So if we're just talking about them, the best players them, The best players then for the next 50 years can be all overseas players. And then when a Jamaican local player break through, they break through. But that does not mean you should not put a pathway. I was just talking about the making the right decisions. Making the right decision for these guys. That's what the pathway is. Not throw them anywhere you can get some capital. You understand me? Yes. Lemikisa class. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like the kid, man. We no need as long as we get this Aston Villa Bailey, we good. Okay, no. Aldre, just because you hear the guy is 18 years old, JD lies, bro. Flemings is in Serbia. If you know rate the youth, just say no. Travis, I know he's in Serbia. I saw him score the 2 goals the other day. I checked up on the players them. So don't tell me that it's a lie. Travis, it's not lie. And this is the thing. You don't need to run in defense of people. When I talk, Travis, it's always from a piece of paper. It's not something that I'm making up. All right? Yes, he drops drastically off. It's not even himself would tell you that. So there's no defense of the player, Travis. It's just reality. All right, come on, man. You can't. Travis, in life, you can't. In life, you can't have a problem if you don't have a problem, or you can't fix something that you don't have. So always approach it from the reality. The man drop off. The team that bought the guy literally is pretty much saying that he can't play football. So he has to go and learn to relearn to play football. It's okay. It's me telling lies on him now, Travis. Come on, man. Sometimes you need to relax yourself here, Travis. It's not everybody to fight with, especially me. You don't need to fight with me, Travis. You don't need to fight with me, Travis. You don't need to, Travis. We're talking about something, and I was giving a motivation speech, Travis, to the other youths them coming up. So I had to use a local player, Travis. Your ego got kill you, Travis. Your ego got kill you. Because I was using oh my God. I had to use an example. All right, you know what? I'm going to pick a foreign man. I'm going to pick a foreign man to show a local guy an example. And then the first thing you're going to say, why I never used the local guy as an example. You say, Steve Travis, it's hard to deal with, you know, brother. Because I was just trying to show you, if you're not properly equipped for the situation, you can fall right off. Obviously, guys from England, the competition is more fierce. So a lot of them drop off. A lot of them drop off. Of course, the competition is more fierce in England. Yeah, but Travis, you wouldn't have a problem if you never have an ego. You wouldn't have a problem with what I've just said, because I made a strong case as to what I'm trying to say to motivate the kids them. So clearly you have not heard anything that I've just said. It was all about motivating the kids them to seek the right people, seek help rather than money, because some of these people are just trying to cash you out, not necessarily educate you for the task at hand. That is what I was trying to go towards, Travis. So if you don't understand me, Travis, just ask, my brother. Just ask and I will explain back to you again, because I've not said anything bad. Guys, let me know if what I've said in the chat just a while ago was disrespectful to locals. I was born in Jamaica, man. So why Travis always make it seem like I'm fighting when I'm actually trying to give a motivational speech towards local players to get up to the level? And everything that I've said today are always towards the construction of them getting better, but not giving things to people. Yes. So Pastor, jump in, because I was talking about the Lemikisa.
JD, I'm going to use the other side of the coin that you just used. Everybody is talking about Boza being our most effective striker right now, which is true, but they fail to countenance the interview that Boza did early when Mikel Antonio came, that he he's so happy to have Michael Antonio so he can learn off of him. And it goes to show the importance of having the players who are of that ilk available to for our local born players to rub shoulders with. The reality is Boza will attribute some of his success to what he has learned from playing with Michael Antonio. He's a better player for it. And you know, as a defender myself, I was so proud to hear how Lambakisa articulated himself to tell you what was important to him. When you go to a lower league, a team that is not in the top five, top 10 of the league, you're going to be under more pressure. So you have to learn faster. And he saw that as important because once you learn it, you'll have it forever, for as long as you're on the pitch. So it is not the dollar today, especially for a young man. He's still very young, you know, especially for a young man. It's not the dollar today that is of the greatest importance. It is learning how to make the dollar or to achieve, to earn the dollar that is of greater importance. So, yes, I agree with you that especially our young cohorts locally, they should literally use the Lambakisa interview as a model for their pattern of what life as a footballer needs to be and understand the value of making right decisions at the right time. Because beyond that, you're going to end up below where you intend to be, where you possibly could have been. Let me not name any player to that since it is such a sensitive matter. But you're going to be maybe half of what you could have been if you don't make the right decisions at the right time. And in a matter, if you like it or not, the truth is just the truth. You just don't get any way better than that.
All right. Fair enough, fair enough. As what we said, guys, as what Pastor said, we have a pathway. We don't have to sell the same narrative. We saw Maggie went outside, Peter Lee Vassell, all of them went outside and they came straight back to a lower level. So all we just want is more people going overseas and staying overseas because they can fit in and pretty much have all the tools equipped. I don't see players leaving Jamaica at certain age have the tools as yet. Obviously, as what most people says, it's like we try to force it's like because we're telling people that we're great every single day. We're not even telling them the truth anymore. So we're just okay with the mediocrity city over and over, and we need to start change that, man. You understand me? Because I can bet on Lemikisa reaching somewhere than any other players on under 21, any other one. You know why? Because he just looks like he's trying to seek education. You understand me? And
He's
what I like,
properly
you
grounded.
have an next kid. One second, I have an next kid because Travis think that I'm not talking good of people. What I saw from Zimenez, I saw him putting up, um, like clearly, and this is what it does. Jamaica does to the kids. Them Zimenez left to one of the top level teams in world football, in Belgium. Not the team, but the league. Belgium Pro League is one of the top level leagues in world football. Whether it's top 15, 20, it is still top because Jamaica is top 100. All right, and 100 to top 20 is a big leap. So he left as a kid, go there. When the guy just signed, the paper came out said the guy signed to the lower level. And based on his performance, they will always have a pathway for him in the national team. I heard people start to say, "Oh, JD, stop bringing on the youth. Him sign for the big team and this and that." Um, um, And I'm saying, bro, I'm not saying that. I have an article here from the country telling you. So why you guys keep on doing it? But it's our false pride of we wanting to be the greatest, not helping these players. Because telling them the truth helps them more. Because you know why? Because I saw that kid. He's not playing in the main team. And I still saw him posting, I am happy. And I like, sometimes we have to take the right road and we have to keep on learning. So, hold on there. You're going to tell Jimenez he's saying bad mind himself? You're going to tell Jimenez he's saying bad mind himself? You know why? Because he's there with Denke them. Denke them jump from 900,000 to 10 million now. Denke never played much game when he had my boy there from Japan on the team. Ueda with the Brazilian guy. So I went and see Jimenez. Jimenez was behind those guys when they had injuries and they had international guys. And Denke was in the third spot at that time. And now he's lighting up the league. So he just comes to jump up his market value to just go somewhere else after. But he waited his turn. So what Jimenez started to learn is this is not Jamaica where you brag about everything and try for just desperately be first and not learn nothing and then drop off and then hang yourself. This is about learning things. So even if you go somewhere else, you can repeat the process and be stable. And I respect that kid more than anybody else because the way I saw him integrated himself in a different culture. Because I know that is one of the toughest things for us to do as individuals going overseas. Because I heard from every one of them, even Maggie, all of them. Flemings, he said it on my program. Integration is always the toughest thing for us because of what these guys does to the players them. So by the time they figured out where they are, they realize that they're not good enough to the other guys them. And the clubs them don't have any time to wait on them to develop. So when a kid know that, okay, I'm not at that level, but I want to be at that level, so explain to them I want to compete, you have to respect the youth, man. So all the best to Jimenez, and hopefully the youth get a real break and kick through. So hopefully Denke gets assigned to somewhere else. And then the kid can jump through back there, you know? So that means he would have had a couple of years in Belgium to get himself to the level. You understand me? But we need to start telling people the truth and stop this shieldery. It doesn't make us better. If we hide the truth, it doesn't make us better. Because if we hide the overseas players them and pick the local guys them, we're going to still get 20 in the actual youth 15 and 50 in the actual youth 17s and 20. We're going to still have it. And we're going to still see the youth them overseas playing in their competitions and see the Jamaican tag beside them and know that they're better. So not because you're hiding it, you can hide it to the people inside Jamaica, but worldwide, it is not possible. So there's nothing to be egotistic about. If we can't do it, we can't do it. And we keep on learning because there will be a next sunshine. And once the next sunshine comes, you're going to be better equipped to take advantage of it. Because I promise you, when you see Jimenez again, he's going to be better equipped to do the job. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And he's going to stay in that team, or he's going to go to the next team and be better equipped to stay at that team as well. If the fans respected the game more, they'll realize being a big baller locally is not the end all, be all. And there is a way more education left for the players. But I love when kids like Jimenez them saying it because they are highly rated in Jamaica. So the fact that he's saying that on his Instagram and stuff, I like it because he's motivating others and telling others, say, listen to me, man. What Maggie was saying is true. The youth from Kingston Academy, what he had said at the time is true. You know, because when he told Sportsmax, I don't know if you guys remember this, when he said, the Sportsmax guy trying to hype up Jamaica football, and he said, no. Jamaica football is no level to overseas football. And he's trying to grill the youth. And the youth did turn up and give him a strong argument. And he couldn't corner the youth at the day. Go back and look at Sportsbox, guys. Kingston Academy, the little youth that spoke on the time. At the time when they had the tournament in Netherlands. Go there, Belgium and Netherlands. Go there and check. So that's what we want, guys. Motivate the guys then by telling them the truth. You know, motivate the guys then by telling them the truth. And they are going to reach further because we want them to reach further. You understand me? And we want them to reach further. Let me go to the comment section. We have Brandon said Jamaica versus USA in Arlington, Texas, 21st. March, section 211 to 216. Buy your ticket and support the boys. We will leave that comment right there. So for people that's in America and want to support the Reggae Boyz, please do go there. You could have left the amount for the tickets as well, so they could know. All right. Me see diaspora fans on YouTube. I tell man say them spend money, see them family play for Jamaica. Them happy. So okay. No man. Chevis, just come on, man. We have a strong conversation, and the first thing you start go to some things to divert what we're saying. Pagan, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here, big boss. Good morning. Devon says JD Zimenez is on a developmental part, and he knows that also the difference is who is advising him and managing his career. Yes. I remember the interview Jason Guna said yes. Lower the bar and give everyone a participation trophy. Let me see. All right. So we have only 30 minutes. Let me try and drop the link because I see Jamaica going on. Because I don't want the man them cuss me and say me never drop the link. So I've dropped the link. Pastor, yes, we wanted to chop up Mr. Hallgrimsson's speech here. But before we go anywhere, guys, it's 160 people on the stream and we have 25 likes in 1 hour. I don't want to see the morning crack again. I want to try avoid the morning crack. So you're going to tell me, say, oh, missing more than 20 our normal real subscribers and we have 20 likes on the video? Oh my God. I am retiring and I am retiring. 20 likes? Guys, the link is there in the description. No, in the chat. So if you want to join, only have 30 minutes. Dre, anyway, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. Bro, me know you're good for YouTube, but I'm telling you, most of the fans here only want diaspora. No, man, no. Travis, I'm telling you, the different Travis. Let me look at this. Look at this, Travis. Last year, is the difference is me helping someone and a lot of people helping someone in Jamaica. We don't need to come and glorify it, you know. But we are gonna still, because I am last year that Travis, my lady have to be telling me, why are you doing so much for these people and they are always cursing you out? You understand me? So, but I'm not gonna come up and talk about me buy 60 boots, me buy 50 car, me buy this. Most people not gonna do that because it's called help. It's not, but they're gonna still hold you accountable to something. That's the difference. So, Travis, sometimes people helping people, but they don't need to come out and say it literally. You understand me? But they're gonna still hold you accountable because they want Jamaica to be better. So they can buy 50 boots, buy 50 car, buy this to help Jamaica, but still not publicize it because we don't need anything back. You understand me? But we still want the best Jamaica team. So they can buy the 50 boots for the kids them to play on the Jamaica field, but not necessarily in the Jamaica team. Okay. So Travis say people in the chat say it. But I can just give it from the people I deal with, like Pastor and the other guys, and we always say need to do something. And sometimes we have done even more than people that brag of themselves. You understand me? But we never do it for that. And I find it disrespectful if I have to come here and tell you who I do things for, you know? Because that defeats the purpose of you helping someone. If you're doing something for something, you can come and announce it that you buy 20 boots, you buy 50 balls. If I'm not looking additional help, I won't come and say it. If I am looking at additional help, as other periods, I would come and say, I bought 20 balls, 50 boots here. Can you assist me and getting the rest of the boots them for this project? You understand me? Yes. So so you have to look at it from both sides, Travis. You know? Yes, you have to look at it from both sides. A lot of people inside the chat, they want Jamaica to be better, and they have done a lot for Jamaica. Because I've seen a lot of persons send me receipt that they have bought things for their schools and stuff, and they are the ones that saying that, oh, some of them are enough to make the team because they're not good enough. They know the truth, but they still want to improve it, improve the youth them chance. But that doesn't mean they should be still lying to them. You know? They can just say, work in the craft, but here it is. But you're not going to do it in the national team. You know? So, yeah, man. But I understand, Travis, that you and people inside the chat fighting. Yeah. So, no, Mirak, I'm just trying to explain, you know, say we can look at things from different sides, you know? Yeah. So, anyways, for me, my honesty, as what I've always said from day one, if it's 23 overseas barring players in that team, I would be equally as happy as it's 24 local players. But I just want the right players, or who I perceive to be the right players, or who the coach actually perceive to be the right players. So now the coaches them coming and saying that, yo, them player the right player. And I knew it from before. I can't really fight, you know, I can't really fight the progression, because you paid the man to come and assess, and the man give you what's up, you know. So yeah, Travis, man, I understand. Yeah, I know you want majority of the guys them from local to make it, but we want them to make it as well, but not at the expense of the national team. And that's what I think people arguing for majority of the years they're here. They're just arguing that it should not be at the expense of the national team. I must say this quota system will not benefit the development of football locally. I will appreciate something more when I earn it. Yes, I do believe. Being a native Jamaican, it's a very good feeling. So to see my natives play for Jamaica, but I can't let my art fool my brain. But Bossy, I see everyone as equally as a Jamaican. You know, I don't see, no, not because you're born there. I don't see myself different from the cousins that was actually born in England. I just see everyone as the same. And that's why I came on YouTube, but maybe because I was actually grown, Mr. United, because all of my families from foreign always come to Jamaica. I saw them and I just see them as normal, you know. I had a white family, I had German family in my immediate family. So the different color people, I never really felt like it's a difference. You know, it was always normal to me. You know, and people that knows my family know that I had a different family, and we just grew up. People from England come and stay with us. People from Germany stay with us. You know, so nothing. You know, we never. So sometimes I just think that we just, because we're not privy to something, and we don't want to seek the education on it. That's the reason why we're talking like that. No, I understand what you said, United, but I'm just saying I just don't, the native, I don't even want to use that word. You know, that's what I'm saying, Mr. United. I never said anything about Mr. United. I'm just saying what I looked at it from day one. You know, that's all, man. Nothing to worry about. All right. No player playing in Jamaica domestic league deserve to be in the national team. As of now, they should use it as a motivation to get better instead of feeling discouraged. All right. Yeah, man. So, Pastor, give your point on the rest of the interview for Mr. Hallgrimsson, what you got, and we can chop up this one. All right. And we
Let
see
me
Jamaican Gona coming in. So finish my point, and then we're bringing Jamaican Gona as well. Go on.
let me state publicly that after viewing the Hallgrimsson interview, three times. Yeah, from when I viewed it the third time, Hallgrimsson in my book got back to 100%. So
Yeah.
all the percentage points that I had taken off, he had dealt with those issues to the
Uh,
point that he's back at 100%.
okay,
As pub-
okay. So who are
as
you doing this?
publicly
Who
as
showed those video
publicly
to?
as publicly as I have said that, I am now going to make sure that when I change location and the lighting is in need of adjustment, I will put on my transitional lens glasses because I am watching him. The grading gets harder for me as I watch him.
Okay. What happened to Pastor? Jamaica Boone, you still there? Or it's me? Guys, you're still here? Because Pastor look like he's frozen. Let me know if it's my UI channel. Because I'm still incoming coming through. So I don't know if it's mine.
Being
Let
fair
me
to
know, guys.
everybody, being fair to everybody means that you make unbiased assessments and you credit people where they deserve to be credited. The He spoke at length on the
Oh,
importance of utilizing the locally born players in the process of going to Trinidad. And I want to say that all of this will help those guys to see where they are at as they compete with the their international peers. Something that we I haven't heard anybody speak about is his answer to the question of the relationship that has been developed between him and Angus Eve. And he went as far as to say that he learns from Angus what the area requires, what Concacaf demands, and he
yeah,
shares information with
that,
Angus.
yeah, Pastor. Yes, that's why I wanted you to talk on it because we never get time to finish it, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah. So in terms of bridging the divide, I don't believe his relationship with Angus Eve is going to take away the kind of competitive fight between us and Trinidad when we touch the playing field in any sporting discipline. But whereas we can share programs for the development of each other, that cannot be quantified in dollar value terms. So the JFF must realize that the coach they had acquired is paying them back for having decided to hire him as the national coach because they now have better relations in terms of coaching relations with the neighboring territories or closer Caribbean neighbors. Because in his answer, that is what he was suggesting, that forming these relationships makes it easier for us. So especially for the local guys, we don't always have to be thinking to go far afield to get them
Yes.
competitive engagements.
So pretty much he's trying to enhance the potential with the limited resources.
Resources that he has. And he's not afraid to share his information with Angus Eve. He doesn't feel threatened that Trinidad is going to get better than Jamaica. And I want to put that in there because that is by and large the negative part of our culture. We believe that 100% we are on top of the world in everything. So the coach is articulating that he's sharing information with Angus. Angus is learning from him. He's learning from Angus how to navigate his way through the Concacaf region. And he sees that as a win-win for both countries as we move both programs on the
So
international space
my
forward.
question to you, Pastor, is then we have limited time in guys. We have around 2 more minutes left. Yes, we can't pass over the 20 minutes because remember I'm gonna come back 5:30 to do Nigeria. So if you want my link my link Wemaxit football, you can come there and we will be doing Nigeria later and Cote d'Ivoire as well. All right. Yes, you can join me there to talk football, straight football, live football. We talk right there always. Even though we talk about over here. But Pastor, my question is, you think that with that relationship forming, Angus Eve, as what he said, and he's navigating himself through the region. Remember, that was the reason why he upgraded your boy, that you can't, you always a fight, um, so you think that with him getting more information, he's going to kind of segregate himself from the third assistant?
Uh, n- no, I don't think that he needs to segregate himself for it. But certainly, he will become less dependent. I don't think he needs to separate himself from it, but he will become less
No,
dependent.
that's what Pastor,
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
you know,
And
and
I remember, Pastor, I never meant it so strong as to how I've explained. Sorry about
I
that.
don't have a
I
problem with the
used
use
the
of your
wrong word.
strong words, sir.
What I'm trying to say is he's not going to be so dependent on him. So
Hmm.
maybe you will see him start picking his own team or picking close to the full team as to what you said you would want. That's what I was trying to go to.
Yeah, and I would prefer if you ask me the question as directors that, so I can answer as directors this.
Oh my
Yes,
God. Oh my. So that,
and you'll get a one word succinct answer.
oh my.
Yes,
Oh
that
my
is
God.
it. Made notice I said that he's back to 100% in my book because he's not limiting himself to the pirating that the JFF has put around him. He is going further afield, broadening his horizons. So he is not boxed in. His methodology gets sold, and he's able to push back against those who literally those who literally are against the positive plans of what he's saying, what he intends to do. I am happy for that. I'll say this though: if Monsieur Gordon is sensible or has his wits about him, he will realize that he has a competitor for the information and the experience that Grim has in Angus. So it would be in his best interest to become a sponge and soak up as much as he can, because while you will never be Grim, you should learn enough from him that you can not just replicate what he does, but you add things to it which will make your thing even better than what Grim would have, because Grim is not from the region. So you are at an advantage. He'd be I will now begin to measure Gordon with Angus. I heard a interview with Angus Eve about the Trinidadian team that he's putting together, and they intend to beat Jamaica in both games.
What? And that's what you're talking?
Okay, both games they intend to win. He says, listen to this and compare it to what our JFF administrators speak about. He says, the only way to move the program forward in respect of having the fans back to filling the stands is to winning matches. It don't matter who you play, people support winners. So they invite Jamaica, they intend to use this to full their stadium for future engagements.
Okay. All right. So um, they have a good development, and we don't know which team is in there, so we don't know what our aims. Our aim is, we're just trying to go here to figure out something. So Angus winning a few games might not be the end all, might not be the end all be all. So Angus hype up himself a lot, and obviously
He's
his core
Trinidadian,
players,
JD. He's Trinidadian.
his
Allow him
his
to
core
be.
his core players were his core players he could pick from should be ahead of Jamaica. Any team Jamaica, local team Jamaica can put together. If he can get all of them, excluding the international, the ones that played overseas, that won the last team. If he can put all of them together, yes, he would have had a slight advantage. So I don't know. Maybe we're just trying to find a few more players or try to set up a local pool, and we're gonna use 10 or 15 out of that one after for the next set of games. So Angus is further in his development. So he's acting. That's just guys. That is just Angus and his behavior. That's weird.
So as it relates to the interview, I maybe because it was Miss what's her name Ramnarak that did it
Yeah.
from
Okay.
Sportsmax. I think
Mhm.
it was a well constructed interview.
Where she's from? And Guyana or
Trinidad.
Trinidad?
She's from Trinidad.
Trinidad. Trinidad. Okay.
She's from Trinidad.
Okay. So yeah. So makes sense. He wants to get. Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, JD, Jamaicans fail to realize that the good about us is loved internationally. You don't have to make up anything, you don't have to put on anything. The good about us makes us stand out internationally. And so people will genuinely try to model the good or adopt the good. You don't have to fight with anybody for that. Anytime you become chauvinistic or you become a profiler where you're just profiling, you're showing off,
Ooh.
you're setting up yourself to fail.
All right.
And
They say, Ricky
the,
says, undercoach is not Angus. By the way, you guys should take notes of what Eto told Cameroon. You guys are in the same place. So he's pretty much saying that without if he's talking about international players and local players, yes, I think that let me know if that's what you're talking about, Ricky. Oh wow. That's why I never wanted to start Trinidad Jamaica war, Oh Lord. It's just war. Somebody has to be fighting.
JD, if
Oh
if you
Lord.
mention Trinidad and Jamaica in the same sentence, you are guilty of starting the war.
Oh
We
Lord.
have
No,
we have better relations.
Pastor, listen to me now. Pastor, you are not gonna escape. I never said nothing
Um,
about Trinidad.
and
You
I never said no. I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying
you brought up Trinidad into
anybody,
the conversation.
anybody that mentions Jamaica and Trinidad in the same sentence starts a war. You're not going to get away from it. The kind of pride that both countries have, and because we play pretty much similar sports, the track and field, the football, the cricket, it is not going to end. It's a never ending cycle because we have reggae and they have soca. It's never going to end. And so I don't get into that because there's even, we laugh about this in cricket because Mervyn Dillon got a Jamaican girl and Ricardo Powell from Jamaica got a Trinidadian girl. So we laugh about it in cricket circles that those players were trying to bridge. Don't worry about that. Trinidad and Jamaica war is not going to end for as long as we exist. As long as it doesn't become violent, I am good. They can continue fighting all they want.
All right, Sir Ricky, thanks for passing through. Um, if they ain't running out of the overseas talents, Ricky, you don't have to worry about that. You're not gonna beat Jamaica for a long time. Anytime it means something. Due to the fact that the overseas talent will always be available at the time of need. It means something. So you're gonna be cousins for 50 million years.
That person did not watch the Hallgrimsson interview because Grim, in the interview that he just did, speaks to the value of every game that we play. So every game that Grim is in charge means something because Grim don't like that he gets beaten when we are not winning, so to speak. He understands that that comes with the territory as a coach, but he doesn't like it. So every game means something, and it doesn't matter if he's going to take the schoolboy team to go play. For him, it means something. So whoever is thinking that this game won't mean anything, no, the coach is taking it personal. He values even when he's using the local base players.
Yeah, but Ricky, what you don't realize, Ricky, we are going to be playing in after this pass, you can see the final point that we finish. Guys, please do hit the like button. We will not reach the 100 likes in the video. Yes, I saw 80 likes the last time. Yes, please do get likes up to at least 120. Yeah. And subscribe to the channel if you're new and join me over the Wemaxit. Ricky, we're gonna play friendlies in the U20s and also in senior team. So that's why you're talking about the Angles conversation, Ricky. So I think you're mixing it up. But for the U20s, let's see. And yeah, I think everyone, they can get everyone. If they're in Jamaica, they want to play, I think more Pleasant will let them go. Yeah, so I think it should be there because it's for development. Yeah. So I do think they should be here. But we want the best Trinidad team to be there, to see about the local Jamaican, the local players inside Jamaica. We want to see that. You get me? So the strongest team in England, Trinidad can face, it can stop is the best. So we can just watch the games to see who's actually to that level because we have some talents that's coming through. So I want to see them in the game. I want the strongest team Trinidad can put together. So we're not running from Trinidad at all. If you win the game, they win the game. But we're trying to look for, we're looking for something. So we want the best set of players you guys can feel, Yeah. So Pastor, give a final point anyway out of here until the next 2 hours or so.
The sooner the majority of the Jamaicans buy into the equality within the program that Hallgrimsson is trying to promote, the better we will be going forward. So for me, it was an eye-opener, the interview he did, the questions that he answered and how he answered them, despite his limited English. But I realize that he is speaking of his understanding of the Jamaican colloquial Hatfa. So that helps him in responding to certain things he's faced with Jamaican. You know, we just need to support the coach and understand that he has his head in the right place and his vision set along the right lines. Um, I'm not going to grade him. Do I expect to win? He answered passionately. Hopefully, we'll be in the finals. For us to be there, that means we have to beat US. So, I mean, I am fully on board in terms of supporting what he intends to do. I believe that he is very well aware that to beat US, we need to carry in everything heavy that we have to offer, especially that they're at home. It was never going to be an easy task, but as we go toward winning something, because when he was asked about what his legacy would be, his response was what he would be leaving when that time come for him to leave. He didn't mention silverware because I believe he's been very professional and he doesn't want to overshoot himself. So he spoke up, he responded with what he would be leaving behind. And he gave an example of what he would be leaving behind would be a database with that data on individual players. But he went on to say that it is important for us to win things. For any person who is au fait or conversant with language use, that should tell you to listen to what he did not say as well as you listen to what he said. His mind is set on getting us somewhere. But the basic that he intends to leave, that the next coach will not need to go through what he is going through now in terms of tabulating information on everybody. So I will leave it there as it relates to that interview.
Because I never knew. I never knew it was the final, right? Because I was wondering if you don't know already. Forgot. All right, people. Just see the questions for the next stream. Yeah, because past almost a travel time over. So we reached to the end. Thanks everybody that passed through. We talked about who could replace Margaret and Shamar Nicholson. We talked about Michael Antonio on the verge of coming back. Which condition is going to be in immediate after coming back? Because remember, it was 59 days and he should return within the next 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is already 14 days out of the 59. So we don't know which condition he's going to be in after month after that as well. All right, yes. So we talked about a few of them. Well, Steve Foster, Mario, Adamar, Terry, Jamal, Stuart, Marcel, and a few others. All right, yes. So, and then we talked about the Lemikisa interview, and also we talked about Mr. Hallgrimsson's interview. So, thanks, Pastor. Thanks, Jamaican, going for passing through. Smash the like button, guys. Get us to 10,000 and meet us later at the Wemaxit, which we're going to talk some African football and football in general. Nice conversations to have. I'm surprised that we don't have Pagan and all of the other man them watch football not coming over there. You know, man. So, left me disappointed. You know, now we said we want football, and when football comes, don't turn up, which is very, very shocking. You know, because the Juras and a few others that turns up from Jamaica. Yes. So big to you guys that actually state your word. You know, yes, I've wanted football and not passes. All right. So take care. See you in the next one later. All right, man. Bye bye.